This is a lovely, quick and summery and light recipe. And I'm using prawns for this. I'm using the Simply Better prawns. We're going to use some of their beautiful chorizo, okay, which I really like, some rice. So it's kind of like a bake. I already have one done because it takes about 20 odd minutes to bake off in the oven. But it's really, really simple, so it is. So we'll start off the process of just literally getting the base ready with the rice. I'm going to crush some garlic and I'm going to put in some of this olive oil. 1 small onion which is diced, and then we'll just literally crush 1 clove of garlic, and we'll start this with the chorizo. So we will, just to get that, all those lovely flavours going here. Okay, so crush your garlic. Just literally place it onto the board and then just scrape it in. So that's 1 small onion which I've done. Literally just put that into tiny wee dice, or you can slice it. Don't be too particular. You can even use red onion if you want to. Okay. So that's that there, and as you can see, the garlic was nice and big. So this is the Simply Better chorizo. We love this, and we love this just even with prawns, which I'll show you now in a moment, just cooked with some of the peppers. It's a beautiful product, it really is, so full of flavour. And I'm literally going to slice it. Now you can chop it into cubes, it's totally up to you. So I'm using the big knife for this, or you can use the small knife, whatever you're comfortable doing. So preheat your pan, and then we'll just start to put in the onion and the garlic, just where we're waiting. So have a nice, that's what you want to hear. So a little bit of sizzle. We don't want to get too much colour on the onion now. What we're doing here is we call it just to sweat off, just to soften the onion a little bit and the garlic together. If it's too high a heat or it's cooking too fast, you can put a spoonful of water just to bring the temperature down there. So lots of that lovely chorizo, and you can see how soft that is and how moist it is. And that is really, really so delicious. That's it there. We really, really like that. We're going to put that in. So that's going to release that lovely natural oil that comes from the chorizo. Pardon me. And just give this a wee stir. Now, next thing, our rice. So I'm using long grain rice for this. So literally just add this in and coat this. So you're kind of coating that there, and we just want to just release a little bit more oil. So I'm going to deglaze it with a little bit of white wine, roughly about 1/4 pint of white wine, and then some stock, and that's the base. It's actually a very, very healthy and quick recipe. So into this we have about 1/4 pint of white wine, but we want to put in some of these lovely sun-dried tomatoes, which are here. I'll show you those gorgeous sun-dried tomatoes, and then also we have the peppers. They're the grilled peppers, and I've used loads of these, and we're going to put some of the oil just into the pan here. Melda, thanks. Just a nice drizzle of that. So that's extra virgin olive oil in both of these, and they're just so delicious that they are. So I've cubed them, and I've literally cut the sun-dried tomatoes literally in half, or if they're very big, in 3. So just scoop that all in there. You'll hear a little bit of sizzle. And then just literally coat the rice with that. So I'm just making a small amount of this, roughly half the recipe. And this is something, you know, our twins will really enjoy this. The whole combination, the chorizo, the rice, the prawns, all that. So I want to talk to you about the prawns here that we're using here. So these are recently launched by the Simply Better team, and they're from Keoghans. So Keoghans, they're based down in County Cork, and this is a garlic and herb one with these nice little butter. So you can stir fry them, you can literally serve them with some pasta, and then this is the chili and herb one. So these are the black tiger prawns. There's no vein, they're peeled for you, they are raw. Okay, so they need to be cooked. Right, we're going to deglaze. So deglaze is when you pour on a liquid. I'm using some white wine. And then we're going to use some nice stock. So give this a stir here. You can use some veg stock, some fish stock if you want to. I'm just using a little bit of some vegetable stock here. So see the way that's reducing there. You're kind of coating the rice. You have your peppers, and they're the grilled peppers, remember that, so there's a lovely flavour, and use that oil. They're so delicious, you know, with any kind of fish it works really, really well. So then pour this in here. So that's my stock, and then I'm going to arrange just the prawns next. So the prawns I have here, just literally open the full packet. It's the full pack of prawns. And we're going to literally just sit this in. So we bring this to the boil. I've got to say the stock was warm, so when it's warm it kind of speeds up the process. So you just literally put this in around the rice, the chorizo. You're getting all the flavors in there. Now, if you want to add a little bit of spice into this, you could put some chili into it. You could put in also some of the nice Simply Better harissa spice or Cajun spice, which would work really well. So I'm using the full pack, and these prawns are great because they have a nice kind of a meaty texture, and they work really well in soups and broths, and even if you want to put them into a chowder, they are absolutely delicious. And then just with the butter, so that's the last one there. Okay, so this is coming to the boil. Lid goes on. Have your oven preheated at 180. Between 180 and 200. 180 is fine for this, and honestly it'll take roughly about maybe 20-25 minutes, no longer than that, because if you overcook it, the prawns are going to get very, very tough and rubbery. So I have already one done. I'm going to literally just kind of like show it to you now in a moment. I'm going to put this, we're going to play musical chairs, just do a little switch. So I'll pop this into the oven here, turn off my heat, and then just lift this out first. Makes life a little bit easier. Okay, you'll see the way, if we look here, Melda, so this is the one going into the oven and this is the one done, and the way it changes. And get a nice zoom in there. Perfect. Thanks a million. So see the way it absorbs all that stock and the wine. So let that cook away there. We're just going to literally place this, and we're going to finish it with some chopped parsley. If you want to serve lemon, you absolutely do, but it's kind of like a one-pan dish, which is a beautiful thing. You can do this actually in a small oven-proof dish. I've lots in my cookware collection. You could use that. That can go into the oven, but I love a dish like this. This is the mini skillet I'm using, and because you can put it into the oven, it can go up into the oven no problem, and you can serve it in this, and then just a little bit of parsley just to give lovely freshness. You could even put some fresh spinach in there, but it should be really, really delicious, lovely and fresh. I'll keep that for the other one. I think we're going to enjoy our tea. So that's my very, very simple, that is my prawn, chorizo and rice bake with those lovely Italian grilled peppers and sun-dried tomatoes, finished with a little bit of parsley, and those prawns should be really lovely and succulent. And then if you want to, with the little herb butter, you can just throw that on top, which will give a lovely lovely kind of a spicy and aromatic finish to the dish. So you can see how quick this is. It's a very, very quick recipe. The key is those really nice prawns and the chorizo, and you can add in like peas, you can add in sweet corn, you can pack it with different vegetables, even some spinach. I've used the peppers and the sun-dried tomatoes. So I hope you try this. Definitely we've done this before with some chicken thighs and chicken breast. So this is a variation of it, and I think it's absolutely delicious, and I know the twins are going to love it.